I think that's the length that you need to settle in to time after time and really play the cricket that's New Zealand's strength and has been so for the last 2.5 to 3 years of playing the more vintage kind of cricket. Hold your lines, hold your lengths, and then wait for the batsman to make a mistake. Patience has been a key part of their development and their rise in Test cricket, and they need to really trust it even on a surface like this.
Well, this is more a New Zealand kind of surface, isn't it, rather than an Indian kind of surface. And sometimes when you get a surface you're familiar with, you can be just a little bit complacent, maybe overconfident, maybe. But 10 overs now, we're coming to the last ball of the 10th over, and you can say India have done very well. 37 for no loss at the moment. Both batsmen looking pretty good.
.37 without loss.
When you pay your credit card bills on Cred, you earn Cred coins. Use them to claim cashback and rewards. I know this sounds ridiculous.
It's like saying Rahul Dravid has anger issues.
Hey! That doesn't mean you can overtake. Come, man, come. You come. Could have gone straight and taken it. Indranagar ka gunda hu main.
Carl Jamieson into the attack. Made his test match debut against India in New Zealand and had an immediate impact. Only his second test match away from home. Starts beautifully. Here's Craig McMillan.
Yeah, very, really interesting watching the New Zealand bowlers who haven't quite got it right this morning. You can see the percentages of where the balls are being delivered, and certainly with the ball moving around swing, you want it in that fuller area, but you want it closer to that 5 metre area. New Zealand have either been a touch full or a touch short. A lot of deliveries around that 8 metre length that the Indian batsmen have been able to leave. So that's a work on for the New Zealand bowlers. And you can see here Southey and Bolt, who have had a lot of success here in the UK. That is the links that they get their wickets from. That fuller length around that 5 or 6 metre length is the area they have to get back to. Good example there of being too full when India have hurt them. Every time they've missed, the Indian batsmen have shown good intent.
Thanks very much, Craig. I think that was the in-swinger from Jamieson.
And he's played it so well, didn't he? Look at that, the straight bat presented. Yes, it's the in-swinger, all right, but straight bat presented by Shubman Gill, playing close to the pads as well, not allowing the ball to maybe sneak back between them.
I found that interesting. First 3 balls. Outswinger first ball, good line. In-swinger second ball, over pitch, and then back to the outswinger again. So Jamieson has shown a lot here in the first 3 deliveries.
Yeah, I think a bit too much, Bish. I think as a bowler you need to settle in to line and length first, bowl your stock standard delivery, build up your confidence, show the batsman that you're in control. Just like that, be a little bit boring to start with, and then when you're settled, you've got control of your line and length, then you can play with the variations. As we've seen right from the start, it's been a little bit of a mishmash, too full, too short, too wide. I think they need to really regroup here, have a chat maybe and then really settle on control. Because the Indian batsmen have shown that they're going to be positive, they're going to look for runs, and anything that can be scored off, they will commit to, and it's paid off for them.
Also, I think if in your first few deliveries you show the variety that you've got, the batsman is prepared for it. You got a good outswinger, get that on target, and then suddenly slip in the in-swinger. But again, don't forget, Jamieson's probably in his first year of international cricket. It's a learning curve for him as well.
He started against India in February 2020. 41 without loss.
चिंटू की यूएस में जॉब है ना, अब हमने 5 BHK ले लिया है, लंबी गाड़ी ले ली है, और वो सब तो ठीक है, पर बिटकॉइन लिया क्या?
कॉइन डीसी व्यू डाउनलोड करो, 100 रुपये का फ्री बिटकॉइन एंजॉय करो।
सोचो मत, डाउनलोड करो, कुछ लकी विनर्स जीत सकते हैं पूरा 1 बिटकॉइन।
ZLX for sheer comfort and long life. You can bet on it if it's MRF ZLX.
Trent Bolt. Of course, two gentlemen to my right, two greats of the game, Sunny and Kumar. Extensive education and experience of batting in these conditions as well as everywhere else. Talk to the viewers, gentlemen, about the challenges long term of having a long innings in these conditions.
Well, the biggest plus of batting in England, once you settle down, is that the weather conditions are conducive to playing a long innings. It doesn't tire you out. Hot, humid conditions, you can't tire out just towards the end of the day's play. But in these kind of conditions, you can go on and on and on. And one of the best things about playing in England, of course, is that you're ever watchful. You're ever watchful, because you know the ball can do anything towards maybe the end of the day's play as well. So you never relax in England. And that brings out the best out of you as a batsman.
The outfields are pretty fast as well here, so you get really good value for shots that you hit through the field. And here at the Hampshire Bowl with the hover cover, no matter what the overhead conditions are, even if there is a bit of rain from time to time, the pitch stays pretty dry. So as a batsman, the longer you bat, the more comfortable you get. You keep contagious, the intensity and the energy you get from a good long partnership, especially if it's from the openers, because this first wicket partnership is going to be absolutely vital for both sides to set up a very, very competitive first innings total.
Just from bowling point of view, with this Duke's ball in these conditions, I feel as a bowler I'm in the game throughout the day, throughout the innings, even if I have a bad spell. But for Rohit Sharma, the way that he scored at home average of 77 at home, but only 27 before this test away. All his test hundreds have come in India, so this is, I suppose, the acid test of him trying to notch that up away from home.
It certainly is, and at the moment you can see he's showing admirable patience, leaving deliveries outside the off stump, being watchful, fully aware of the situation that the ball is moving. 41 for no loss.
There you go.
Here's what you spent last month.
This will help with the itching.
Can I have a taste of your ice cream? Can I lift the crumbs from your table? Can you hear those people behind me? No, mind your own business. Why don't you mind your own business?
काम शुरू करना है और इसे भी।
ये तो नॉन स्टॉप प्रोटेक्टेड है, नो टेंशन।
कैस्ट्रॉल एक्टिव का 3x प्रोटेक्शन चले नॉन स्टॉप।
बॉस क्या आइडिया दिया है, हम सबको बाइक्स रेंट पे देंगे जो चलेंगे नॉन स्टॉप।
चल तू
Numi Pari, now in India.
Jameson. Two countries for wholly different reasons will be salivating at the chance to get their hand on the mace. And it's a solid partnership. Shubman Gill be hoping to be one of the future greats of the game.
And he's got everything to be a great. He's got the ability, he's got the shots, and he's shown in the short time that he's been playing that he's also got the temperament. The first 100 is always the sleep, because the journey to say a half is not always easy. Sometimes batsmen get a little carried away after reaching a half
He was very good in the World Cup final at Lord's in 2019. Just wobbling it about on a green surface. Different format, of course, but same principle. Here,